Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, and there you will see the links. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Today, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be potentially unfolding in your connection. This is a couple's reading. This is for the couples collective. I will be channeling messages individually for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. If you're watching this after the live stream, just look down below in the description box and click those timestamps. For those of you that are watching me live, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. And of course, thank you for your love, your loyalty, and your support. I will be channeling messages today for the Couples Collective, focusing on what may be potentially unfolding in the month of November. All right, intuitive friends, let's see what's coming through. Let's make sure we have everything that you guys can hear me, and then we're going to start the readings. Thank you, intuitive friends, for stopping by. All right, we're going to start with Aries, okay? Aries. Hello, Aries, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are an Aries sun, moon, rising, or if you are Aries in other placements on your astrological natal chart, such as placements that are focusing on love, connections, marriage, romance, partnerships, and those connections, or I should say those areas would be Aries Venus or Aries Juno or Aries in your 5th or 7th houses. That being said, Aries, these messages are for you and for your significant other. All right, Aries, let's take a look here at what may be potentially unfolding here between you, Aries, and your significant other, your partner. All right, let's see what's coming through for you. Aries, don't forget to take a look at your monthly readings. Those are already posted in the monthly readings, or I should say in the monthly messages playlist. That being said, let's see what's coming through for you, Aries, and your partner, connection, significant other, spouse, however you may title your connection. All right, Aries, let's see what's coming through here for you and your partner. And both of you here, the mutual energy says, shards of love, past trauma leaves scars. Take time to heal yourselves. Okay, there may be here a little bit of either misunderstanding or miscommunication potentially here unfolding in the month of November. Now, as you may or may not know, that November we have Mercury going in retrograde, which there tends to be a higher tendency of miscommunication in the areas of communication. This would be a lot more miscommunication because Aries influences those areas. Okay. That being said, this could be having conversations or topics or things that have been very difficult or have caused some type of tension in the past or recent past may be surfacing or resurfacing here in the month of November. Again, it does say past trauma leaves scars. Now, this could be individually, meaning something may be coming up on your end here, Aries, and that may trigger this type of misunderstanding or argument, or it could be individually on your partner's end, or it could also be within the connection itself, meaning both of you here are maybe through a conversation, maybe through a disagreement, certain topics may surface or resurface from the past or recent past. Okay. That being said, let's take a look here. And by the way, I'm reading from this direction, not from this one. So it is a deck that has messages on both sides. So let's see here what's coming through for you, Aries, and your partner. What may potentially be unfolding for the both of you here in the month of November. So again, there could be a little bit of a rough patch, and it may be very much connected to your family. Okay, so it could be something very much connected here to your family. I'm also getting here that whatever this is may be some type of external change that may be causing or may cause some type of friction here within the connection. So if you or your partner may have children or may have a child or children with prior partner with other partners, right? There may be here something happening maybe on those ends, whether it's on your end, Aries, or on your partner's end, but there could be here something connected to that, that connection here, okay, with prior partners if they're children, okay? And I say if they're children because usually when we have children with a partner, right, even if even if there was a breakup, separation, or divorce, there's still that connection between the person and the prior partner due to the children, okay? So it's coming across in that way. The second way this is coming across is there could be here some type of family or blended family dynamics here. This could be your intimate family, okay, meaning your blood relatives, or it could be the family that you've created here within your connection, if that applies to you. It could be external as well. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. Yeah, you have here dog and loyalty. Okay, so dog is companionship, it's loyalty. And I feel that whatever this wind of change may be here forecasting for you potentially in the month of November, I feel that both of you are going to be able to tackle it in a very positive way. I feel that there is this sense here of really focusing on having the peace of mind, emotional peace, energetic peace. Okay. So either both of you are going to be supportive towards each other, or both of you together, especially if it's an outside or external conflict, will be connecting stronger and showing a united front. Okay. So whatever this may be, it may be very much connected to either, like I said, it could be external factors. This could also be a change in someone's health status in the family. And that not that it's going to cause an argument, but it's going to cause some type of having to have very deep conversations that may trigger some type of past family trauma. Again, maybe not connected to you at all, Aries, on your significant other side, your partner, your connection, or it could be vice versa. It could be maybe on your side. Okay, so that's how it's coming across. It does look like it's a supportive type of environment here. Let me get more information here and clarity. Okay. And we have here testing limits. Someone is testing the limits of what? Examining how you react under pressure. Remember that I said that it could be an external factor, especially if there are children with from prior connections or prior partners. Okay, that's number one. So someone could be testing someone's patience limits. There could be here again, like I said, like a trigger happening here. This could also be here someone within the circle, the family circle. Okay, it could be on your end, Aries, or it could be on your partner's end. But there we go. We have testing the limits. I do feel though that there is a sense of being able to, work with each other throughout whatever pressure this may be. Okay, so the tree and the dog, very positive cards here. Let's see what else may potentially be unfolding here for the both of you. Okay, let's see what's coming through for you, Aries, and your partner. All right, deception. There we go. Something here that may have been hidden in some way, shape, or form, whether it be internally within your connection, okay, between the both of you, or something from the outside coming in. External conflict, external pressures may create some type of discovery, revelation, something that, unfolds. There may be a shift or a change here that may cause a little bit of tension within the connection. Now, what I'm also getting here is there is the sense here of a discussion, an argument, or one of those areas, okay, where you and your partner may have, there's always that sticky point, right? There's always that one conversation that triggers kind of like the chain reaction. And there could be here a past situation, circumstance, event, a past argument, a topic that is very sensitive to the both of you or to one of you, either one of you, that may come back up. All right. And the deception is this idea of, well, we kind of sort of have come to terms with that conflict. And as long as we turn a blind eye and we don't talk about it, we don't have an argument, right? And here in the month of November, what this is saying is that there could be here, and of course, due to Mercury in retrograde, may create uh, some energies here that specific conversation or a trigger may bring back or resurface some type of past traumas that have left a scar within your connection. Now, whether it's within your connection as a couple, okay, or Aries on your end, it may be individual or it may be individually on your partner's end, okay? But there may be here a sudden change, revelation, or trigger that may create and bring back old wounds, old conversations, old arguments here, okay? Now, remember, this could also be very much connected to, like I said, external forces. This could be family, blended family, okay? People from the outside. It could also be very much connected here to, to work or to career, all right? So those external conflicts creating a little bit of pressure and a difficult or stressful dynamic here within your connection. But like I said, could be a potential situation, but both of you can overcome the situation, circumstance, or event as long as both of you are working together, standing strong, and showing a united front and being supportive with one another. Okay, your loyalty and support can overcome this bit of turbulence here or this past trauma that may have left scars in the past or recent past and may surface or resurface here in the month of November. Now, let's take a look at our last and final deck. Let's see what else is coming through here for, all right, it didn't flip over, so we'll put it back in here, but let's see what else is coming through for you, Aries, and your partner. This is a couples reading, so let's see. Yeah, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Now, I know to you, it looks like it's right side up, but remember, I'm looking at it from this end. So it's in reverse, okay? Three of Cups in reverse. Again, there could be here some type of canceled plans also that may create a chain reaction. There could be, of course, when Mercury is in retrograde, it does bring more tension in the areas of technology, in the areas of communication, and of course having to do with travel as well. So there may be here some type of canceled plans. There may be here some type of tension, gossip. Like I said, there feels it feels like it's like it could be a family, it could also be a friend or your social network. Okay, because the Three of Cups um does give the energy here of like friends as well as celebrations. So this could be here like a gathering, and maybe someone says the wrong thing, or someone doesn't get along with someone else and something may be said or whatever it is, and sparks may fly here. Okay, in the Three of Cups, when it is in its upright position, it's about celebration. When it's in reverse, that means that celebration is not celebration. It's the opposite. It could be frustration. It could be someone canceling a plan due to, again, past traumas, a discussion, an argument, something that wasn't healed or hasn't been truly healed. Okay. And someone's patience may be tested, and then masks may fall and true feelings may be spoken, maybe out of anger, or there could be here some sense of revelation. What I'm also getting here with the Three of Cups in reverse is there's a sense of like the breaking of either friendships or social circles or tension here within a group. Okay, it doesn't have to be a group, but for some of you it may be. Okay, it may be like a group of friends and there's a little bit of friction. Maybe as a group within the family structure, there may be a little friction. It could be even within your own family. Okay, it could be like, especially if there's like a blended family, like, my kids and then your kids, and then there's something here about some tension here. Okay, or Aries, your side of the family or your partner's side of the family, and again there could be here a little bit of tension, but as long as both of you remain strong and show a united front like the tree. Okay, now I'm going to give you this symbolism here. The tree, is when the roots of the tree are very much connected and grounded and anchored, and it has a really good foundation, no matter what winds of change may come and go, the tree is going to be firmly planted. But if the tree is not firmly planted, if it doesn't have a good foundation and good roots, the minute the first wind comes, it will topple over. So that tree is symbolizing here your connection. How united are the both of you? How supportive are the both of you? How are both of you willing to show your not only support, but your loyalty and your companionship to each other? That being said, Aries, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, down below in the comment section, drop a rose and let me know how these messages have resonated for you throughout the month of November. That being said, thank you so much, Aries, for your love, your loyalty, and support, and I'll see you next time. Up next, we have Leo. Leo is up next, but in the meantime, I want to say hello to all of you who are watching live. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support, and your thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Today, I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the couples collective, mutual energy between you and your partner. And I am first focusing on the fire signs. After the fire signs, I will be channeling messages for the earth signs. And of course, I will have a break between now and the earth signs. Tomorrow, I'm planning to work on channeling messages focusing on the air signs as well as the water signs. So like that, you all have your messages for the month of November. I want to thank all of you for your love, your loyalty, and support. Thank you so much for always coming out as well during the lives. I greatly appreciate it. If you are new to the channel or are visiting and you are enjoying these messages, well, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell and all alerts, because I do free mini 5-minute readings for my subscribers on my channel. So you don't want to miss that. All right, up next we have Leo. Hello, Leo, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Leo may show up on your astrological natal chart, if it shows up as Leo Venus, Leo Juno, Leo in your fifth or seventh houses, and of course, those areas of the astrological natal chart are focusing on love, connections, partnerships, marriage, and so forth. That being said, Leo, these messages are not only for you, but also for your partner. This is a couples reading, Leo. And before I begin, mine is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, and you will see my links down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Today, Leo, I will be channeling messages for both you and your partner, and I'm going to channel messages focusing on what may be potentially unfolding in the month of November. All right, let's take a look here, Leo, what's coming through both for you and your partner. My apologies here for those of you who are watching me live. I didn't place there you go. Now you guys know I'm channeling for Leo. All right, there we go. All right, Leo, let's see what's coming through. Mutual energy here between you and your partner, potentially unfolding in the month of November. Now, I'm reading it from this end, okay? So this says faith's haven. Oh, faith's haven. Believe in the safety of your return, as every journey leads back to comfort, okay? If there is potentially here a sense of feeling that in the past or recent past, there may have been a sense of something not unfolding, feeling like there is a lack of passion, or there's this sense of feeling distant between you and your partner. Okay. In the past or recent past, there may be here a bit of both of you starting to come towards each other once again. There may be here a reestablished connection, strengthening the bonds, okay, through whatever distance may have been felt, whether that has been physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically in your partnership. This says, believe in the safety of your return. So there's this energy here forecasting in the month of November that two individuals, meaning you, Leo, and your partner, if you have been feeling a bit distance from each other, there may be here an easier return or the sense of reuniting, reconciling, mending, fixing, or trying to repair something here that may have been feeling a little bit lackluster. Now, it does say here, every journey leads back to comfort. So there is a sense of safety here that may be felt within the month of November. That being said, let's take a look at more clarity here. Okay. So let's take a look here, Leo. What else is coming through? Let's add more clarity here to Faith's Haven. Believe in the safety of your return, as every journey leads back to comfort. More clarity here for Leo and their partner in the month of November. And there's crossroads and new beginnings again. And look at that. Clock tower is about isolation here. So if this hasn't happened in the past or recent past, like again, I said, if you have been feeling lately that both of you have been feeling a little bit like two ships crossing in the night, there may be a little bit more of coming towards each other. Now, for others of you, you may feel this energy potentially in the month of November, which means you may feel throughout the month of November, due to the fact that Mercury will be in retrograde, you may feel a little bit out of sorts. You and your partner may feel like you are both at a crossroads. You're not sure how things are going, or things may seem a little bit confusing, be a little bit sense here of apprehension of some sort, not feeling comfortable about something, feeling that maybe there's a decision together as a couple that needs to be made, or a conversation within your connection that needs to be had. But crossroads is an energy here of making choices, making decisions, figuring out which direction or finding more clarity in something, okay, within the connection. Now, the good part about this, or the light at the end of the tunnel, is that there seems to be here a sense of, like I said, mending, fixing, or repairing, having a conversation here, or coming to some type of compromise or agreement in regards to starting new, having a brand new start or a new beginning. Okay, so there may be here a little bit of a clean slate type of energy. I do feel here that for some of you, there may be a moment here where there's like, well, what are we going to do about fill in the blank, or in which direction are we going to go towards in regards to fill in the blank? Okay, and I say fill in the blank because this is a general reading, so it could be in any area that both of you may feel like it's either a little bit tense, or that you feel is not moving with the pace and the momentum that you or your partner may be comfortable with. Okay, so again, I do feel that there is this sense of having these important conversations, having a safe type of environment in order for both of you to explore, okay, what this fork in the road may be, or what this crossroads may be here within your connection. Okay, I do feel that there is going to be kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel here with this new beginning. Now, I also want to mention here that there could be here for some of you, and again, this is a general reading. So for some of you, you may have an unexpected type of, um, you know, news here. Okay, either finding out that you may be pregnant, or that your partner is pregnant. That is also here, so I do want to mention that here, and that may kind of lead to a, oh my gosh, what do we do now type of energy here as well. Okay, so just wanted to give you that clarity as it has come through. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through in regards to what may be potentially unfolding here. Okay, these two, none of them flipped over, so we're going to continue here. Give me more clarity here in regards to the crossroads. What could this be potentially about here? All right, let's see. Crossroads. Potential energy here. For some of you here may be a love triangle. Now, when I say a love triangle or a three-party situation, very interesting, because Aries had something very similar to this. It could be, especially if you, Leo, have children from another connection, or your partner may have children from another connection. There may be here some type of tension, some type of talk, some type of not seeing something clearly here. Maybe the partner, a prior partner, whether it's on your end, Leo, or on your, you know, partner's end here, there may be a little bit of tension here, or there may be some choices here, dealing with children, maybe because, of course, as we know, holidays are coming up. So there may be a little bit of that, having that talk, and maybe a third party, perhaps a person here, especially if this is a blended family. Okay. Now, what I'm also getting here, it could be a third energy, meaning it doesn't have to be a person, but it could very well be here a situation, circumstance, or event from the outside forces, from the external, that could be coming in and causing a little bit of tension between you and your partner. So this could be something like schedules not aligning. This could be plans being made and then having to reschedule them. Mercury is going to be in retrograde on November 6th, but some of us are already feeling it way ahead. And when Mercury is in retrograde, which means it's going against its normal rotation, it does bring about heightened tension in regards to conversations, communication, as well as delays, and also issues with travel as well. Okay. So there could be here some of those dynamics being either felt, experienced, or seen, whether it's individually just on your end, Leo. And of course, it's coming up here in this mutual reading because it would impact your partner, or vice versa. This may just be focusing on your partner, but it includes you because you are together in a partnership. So it could be vice versa. It could also be together as a couple. All right. So there could be here a third party or a third energy bringing a situation, circumstance, or an event to the surface or resurface here. And there may be here the sense of not being certain about something or having some type of apprehension towards moving either, towards a certain plan, towards a certain, date, towards a certain milestone here, or being able to reschedule plans here as well. So there could be a little bit of a delay of some sorts. But let's see what else unfolds here. Let's see what else is coming through here for Leo and your partner, your potential unfolding here in the month of November. It's funny because as I'm shuffling here, I'm getting like someone may throw like a monkey wrench into your plans. Okay, so there may be a set plan, and then there's an unexpected twist, and that may create again the sense of like, we need to sort this out. You have here Forever Young, a song of youthful playfulness. This is a beautiful energy, especially when there may be potentially here a situation, circumstance, or event that may cause a little bit of tension. This makes a whole lot of sense, especially with the fact that we're talking about this energy of a new beginning at the top of the reading, as well as Faith's Haven, which again says, believe in the safety of your return. Again, there's this sense of coming back together, especially if there was a situation, circumstance, or an event that your connection was impacted by a third person or a third, energy here. Okay. So it's like the sense of coming back together slowly. Okay. Finding the warmth within your connection, mending, fixing, repairing, creating a safe environment for the both of you to have not only just a new beginning, but also have this reignited passion between each other. Last but not least, let's take a look at the last and final deck here for Leo and your partner. You and your partner, mutual reading here for you and your partner, Leo, focusing on what may be potentially unfolding in the month of November. Now, the reason why I'm flipping over some of these decks, okay, let's try that one more time. Well, the reason why I'm flipping up these decks is because I have two decks here that have messages on both ends. Okay, so let's take a look here. Let's shuffle, 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 and let's get last and final card here. So we have the Knight of Swords that has come in reversed. All right, there may be a little bit of confusion, and that makes a lot of sense. Now, of course, looking at it from your angle, it looks like it's upright, but it's actually not. I'm looking at it from this end. So there may be a little bit of confusion, something here not, someone's thoughts not being clear about something. I did mention that at the top of the reading with the crossroads, okay? Like there is some sense of confusion or apprehension towards something or towards a person, an environment, or an energy within your connection. Okay. Let's see what else is coming through. Three of Cups in reverse. Let me tell you, some of you here, Leo, you may have some type of placements in Aries, or maybe your partner is in Aries. I don't know, because Aries had the same exact card come out in their reading. You saw how much I shuffled here. They had the same exact card in this same exact position in Aries reading. So if you do have other placements, please be sure to check out your other placements, in regards to this reading. Now, Three of Cups in reverse. okay? There may be here, and I know I sound repetitive, but again, it's coming through every single time I'm channeling the messages. For some of you, there could be canceled plans, okay? There could be a situation, circumstance, or an event that may take place that as you're trying to move closer together may create a little bit of tension, of apprehension, or a sense of uncertainty in regards to your connection or partnership. So someone here may be a little bit confused, they may not be certain, or if it's not within your connection, there's a third party that's creating this type of uh, hesitation or uncertainty. Okay, like I said, especially if there's blended family, there's children with other partners here. This could also be travel delays as well, but there's a sense of uncertainty. There's a sense of, I don't know what we may do here. I don't know how to kind of figure out a solution here. There may be a friend, a family member, or someone in your social circle that may cancel or bail out last minute as well. Okay. So there could be children involved in this situation, circumstance, or event. So just giving you a heads up on that. But I do feel here that at some point there is going to be the sense of both of you really trying to work something together and create a sense of safety in regards to the environment. Okay, so that both of you can talk about what this uncertainty or apprehension may be about, so that there could be here a solution or resolution. Because at the end of the day, the child, this is not a tarot deck, but it is a Lenormand deck. The child can symbolize children, but it could also symbolize here a brand new start. So things could feel a little choppy at the beginning and then have a great ending. Or there could be here a sense of things are feeling choppy due to a third party or a situation, circumstance, or event. I do feel at some point, though, in the month of November, there may be here type of resolution, compromise here, and a reignited passion. And again, for those of you who may have a reignited passion in the month of November, there may be here a potential of extending or amplifying your family. Wink, wink, you know what I mean. So there we go. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful here, Leo. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Please remember to drop a rose in the comment section to let me know that these messages may have resonated for you in the month of November. That being said, thank you so much, Leo, and I'll see you next time. Up next, we have Sagittarius. And before I jump into Sagittarius's reading, I do want to say hello to those of you who are watching me live. Welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner. And if you like the way I am channeling these messages, then feel free to subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bell and all alerts, because I do 5-minute mini readings on my channel for my subscribers. So if you want to be part of those messages, then all you need to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all alerts. And as soon as I do 5-minute mini readings for my subscribers, then you will be notified. And when you are, just hurry up and join that chat list. Okay. That being said, for those of you who are my subscribers, I want to say welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope that you are enjoying these pre-channeled messages. All right, up next we have Sagittarius. Intuitive friends, if you haven't taken a look at your November readings, you should. Those are already up for you, so make sure that you take a look at your November readings. There's lots going on planetary-wise, shifts. So make sure that you also watch what you don't see coming, okay? What you don't see coming are the unexpected messages, and those are right underneath the monthly messages. You have a link in that same description box. But if you want to look at it or you want to search for it in the playlist, you can. All you need to do is look for those messages in the bonus messages playlist, okay? By the way, intuitive friends, I have a heavy or I should say, I have a strong placement in my Mercury. So when Mercury goes in retrograde, I am all over the place in regards to communication. So my apologies if I'm stumbling over my words, but that's really, I do, it does hit me hard when Mercury goes in retrograde. All right, intuitive friends. Up next, we're going to be focusing on Sagittarius. Don't forget, intuitive friends, I'll be doing this for all of the elements, for all of the astrological signs. So don't forget to stay tuned for the earth signs, which I will be channeling right after these messages. I'll take a little break and then come back and start channeling for the earth elements. Okay. That being said, hello, Sagittarius, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Sagittarius sun, moon, rising, or if you are a Sagittarius and other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, partnerships, marriage, companionship, love, then these messages are for you as well. What do I mean by other placements that focus on love, connections, and relationships? I'm talking about if you are a Sagittarius Venus, if you are a Sagittarius in your Juno, if you're a Sagittarius in your fifth or seventh house, doesn't have to be all of them, but if you have Sagittarius in any of those, then these messages are also for you. That being said, welcome, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. As you know, these are all free channeled messages. Just drop a rose in the comment section to let me know if these messages resonated for you in the month of November. All right, Sagittarius, let's take a look at your and your partner's energy here. What may be potentially unfolding for the both of you here in your connection in the month of November. Remember, this is a couples reading, so let's take a look here at what's coming through for you. If you have placements, or if you know your other placements on your astrological natal chart focusing on love, like your Venus, your Juno, your seventh or fifth houses, take a look at the rest of the readings that I will be channeling for you. Okay. All right, let's see what's coming through here. Oh, by the way, I forgot to show the Sagittarius sign here. My apologies for those Sagittarius that are watching. There we go. All right, let's see here. Sagittarius and your partner, what messages are coming through? It says flickering passion, feelings come and go, or the chemistry is not there. Okay, now listen to me carefully. All right, because the fire signs are getting very kind of heavy energy here in the month of November. Okay, so far it's been the fire signs. I haven't channeled the rest of the zodiac signs yet, but flickering passion, it's as if it's dwindling, it's becoming less, right? But for others of you, I feel here that it's like it's flickering, but there's still this sense of like passion with each other. It's just, it's not as heavy in momentum. Maybe it feels a little stale. Maybe in the month of November here, maybe because of the fact that Mercury is going to be in retrograde, it may cause a little bit of tension here within your connection, and you may feel it within your connection. So that is how this is coming through. Now, it says feelings come and go. And like a rubber band, sometimes we feel close to our partners and sometimes we may feel a little bit distant. And for some of you, this is a general reading, some of you will feel the closeness. Okay, so again, even though it's flickering passion, the passion is still there. It's just maybe not as amplified as it was in the past or recent past. So there may be some things here that together, in your connection, you will amplify that, right? So that's both of you kind of coming a little closer together here in the month of November. For others of you, it feels like it's the opposite. It's like you are moving not so much moving, but the energy feels less passionate. There's this less kind of, it feels stuck, it feels stagnant. Okay. And again, that could be very much so due to the fact that Mercury is in retrograde, especially if you have a strong Mercury placement. You will feel that tension a little bit more. Communication may be a little bit difficult. Mercury retrograde is going to be from November 6th through the 26th, or is it the 29th? I think it's to the 29th. Okay, so it's understandable if that is felt within the connection here in the month of November. Again, it could go either way. Some of you are going to come closer. Some of you may feel like you're moving apart. Some of you may feel like the chemistry and the passion isn't as strong. Others of you are like, okay, it's not as strong, but there's still something there within our magnetic attraction. All right. Last but not least, let's see what's coming through here. More energy, more clarity. We have the clover and the ship. Okay. Want to talk about, see, there could be this energy that's just kind of lingering quite a while here in November. But let me tell you, remember that I said that some of you are going to be coming closer together. Some of you may feel like you're kind of moving a little further apart from each other. But clover energy and clover is the Lenormand deck. So this is not a tarot deck. But this is about blessings. This is about a lucky streak or a lucky win. It's like the Wheel of Fortune. Like it's very similar to the Wheel of Fortune in tarot, right? Which is ruled by Jupiter. So there is a sense of this energy bringing a sense of good luck or expansion here, something turning or improving. Remember that I said flickering passion. There's something still there. You just got to add more, fill in the blank, because that's going to be different for for different connections. For some of you, it's like I want to spend more quality time. For others of you, I want to spend more the quantity of time. Others of you are like, whatever this may be. So luck is in your favor within your connection this month, in the month of November. It just depends, how are you going to work with this energy? Okay. Now with ship is this energy of feeling distant. Okay. So exactly what I mentioned at the top of the reading, some of you are going to be coming closer. So for some of you, this is what you're going to be feeling, the blessings of like a new spin, reignited passion. You're going to feel like, okay, this is improving. It's getting better. For others of you here who may be moving further apart, you may feel like there's a strain or you're a bit frustrated because, number one, it could be that there is this sense of a kind of like lack of passion, right? For others of you, there may be a sudden trip, okay? A sudden change of plans of some sort. Maybe someone needing to travel here unexpectedly, okay? Or for others of you, the way that you or your partner may look at how to bring both of you together or reunite or reignite that passion with each other is by having a surprise trip or a surprise date or a surprise date night or a surprise getaway to bring back and increase that magnetic attraction, that chemistry, and that passion. Let's see here what else is coming through here, Sagittarius, between you and your partner. Okay, this did a very big peekaboo, so I have to pull it out. It says new alliances. Yeah, there could be here, like I said, agreements here. You can kind of like figure out, you're going to figure something out here in regards to this. It says new alliances. New alliances will bring you support and opportunities. All right. Very much similar to that energy of good luck here with that clover. Okay. So for some of you, you're going to be strengthening your connection. And here's the real story. The true story will come to light. Okay. And for others of you, there's going to be a very deep discussion in regards to what has been, you know, what has been the case here. For those of you who have been feeling like there's less of that connection, there may be here kind of like some type of discovery conversation here. Book is about knowledge. There may be conversations where things that you may not have known here that your partner may not have shared, or vice versa, Sagittarius, some things that you've been keeping to yourself, closely guarded to your heart, that you haven't discussed with your partner, on the reasons here why there may be here this feeling of distance, or this energy of kind of like being like two ships in the night. Okay. So, ship here could be that conversation that may be coming up, and that sense of clarity here for the both of you in the month of November. All right. Now, remember, some of you, I feel here, there's going to be kind of like a real heavy duty talk about what or how you want to proceed in the connection. Okay. Like what the plans are, especially for those of you who feel like you're moving more apart than together. And then for those of you who are feeling more of a unity here, I do feel that there is this sense of kind of like coming, uh, to either an agreement, because there's a lot here having to do with like a newspaper, a board here. I mean, listen, for some of you, you may even want to have a discussion about, couple therapy as well. Okay. That's coming through as well. Like, creating an alliance with an objective person to give insight here within this connection. Okay, so it could be a couple therapists, a marriage therapist. I do feel here there is this sense of, having that type of talk, and maybe even deciding here. And maybe that is the good luck, right? It's, the opportunity here to make something stronger, but getting a person who is very much knowledgeable in how to help both of you repair that distant type of feeling, experience, or emotion that you may be experiencing in the month of November. Okay. For others of you, therapy is working. And so there is this sense of unity. And what do we have here? What came through? Make the effort. Okay. And perfect match was right underneath. So this feels like, there's going to be, there may be a little bit of a rough patch here for some of you. But at the end of the day, it's how you want to make something work. If both of you are deeply committed within the connection towards each other, there's this energy here where all we need to do is open our heart and show our emotions from the heart, allow our vulnerabilities to shine. Like I said, with the real story, open up, talk about what the plan is, or how you feel, or where do you see this going, or what are some resources, right? What are some tools and resources that both of you can tap into, right, in order to have your happily ever after, or continue in your connection. Okay, make the effort. And the reason why I'm pointing here to this child here, or this person, supposed to be a person giving a kiss to another person, right? But it's green, and green is the color of the heart chakra. So there is a sense of the heart showing effort, right? It's not just talking about what you're going to do to improve the connection together, not just you, Sagittarius, but you and your partner, how both of you are going to show love languages here. Okay, so make the effort. And because of this green, I'm getting like the heart extending, the heart showing the love languages that your partner understands and clearly receives. Okay, so really good, important question here to have, in a connection is, what is the love language um that you like, what is the love language that you like to receive, right? And then what is the love language that you like to give? Because that gives both of you an idea of each other's love language. And when the efforts are being made here, okay, in the month of November, then it's understood as oh, my partner, or I am showing my partner how much I love them by. And your partner may say, I'm going to show Sagittarius how much I care and love Sagittarius by, but that kind of conversation of the love language is important, because if not, if one person has a very different love language in showing, and another person has a very different love language in what they understand in the receiving, then it's going to feel, like I said at the top of the reading, like two ships in the night. Okay. But once we talk about what those are, then it's going to be a little clearer, right? So if I have a partner, pretend, for example, hypothetically speaking, if I have a partner who values the quality of time and that's their love language, or if it's, affection, and even though I may not be an affectionate person, but then I need to understand that that's how my partner receives or understands love to be. So again, that conversation I feel is super important here within the connection, because it's going to be a greater opportunity for both of you to see how you are making the effort towards each other, right? So very, very important. So I'm getting love languages here. For others of you, therapy here. For others of you who have gone to therapy, there may be you may be seeing an improvement here in the month of November. Or if you're doing some like self-help books or things of that nature, like couple, self-help books or something like that, there may be here some type of improvement, right? So let's see what else is coming through. Remember, it says flickering passion. It doesn't say there isn't any passion. They're just, it's enough here to start making certain, certain, changes here to amplify the passion, to ignite or reignite or expand the passion between the both of you. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Here's Sagittarius for you and your partner, and both of you have here the 10 of Swords, followed by the 6 of Swords and the King of Swords. Okay, let's talk about this. All right, so Sagittarius, you have here the 10 of Swords. Again, like I said, both of you may be trying to rise above here, a situation, circumstance, or an event, okay? The 10 of Swords is about releasing or letting go of painful endings, letting go of the dead weight of the memories of a past or recent past that has been a little choppy. For some of you here, it's difficult for you to let that go, which is the reason that the 10 of Swords is in reverse. So someone here may have a little bit of difficulty, but as time goes on, or as the love languages are seen and understood, or the kind of therapeutic couple therapy or self-help couple books are working here in your connection, there may be an aha moment here, again, an improvement of some sorts here, whether it's on your end that you're going to come up with an idea, Sagittarius, or whether it's, your partner that may come up with an idea, but both of you are going to look at that and say, listen, we need to move past this elephant in the room. Okay. 10 of Swords in reverse. We need to move to calmer waters, right? 6 of Swords, letting go of things that no longer serve, moving to calmer shores, allowing yourselves in the connection together as a couple to heal. And how are you going to heal? We have here the King of Swords. Again, validation, confirmation. King of Swords, through communication, having deep talks. King of Swords places their emotions in check. They place the emotion or the, deep-seated, heavy emotions to the side, and the King of Swords looks at a situation, a circumstance, an event through logical, rational, analytical mind. In other words, they're not going to be hung up on the emotions. We're going to look at the situation and find a resolution. So, King of Swords is very resolution oriented. Okay, they may come across, or the energy may come across as a little bit distant and a little bit cold, but it comes from a place of wanting to resolve something. It's about making intelligent, balanced decisions within the connection. So this could be both of you here taking up this energy, or one or the other here really embracing the King of Swords energy, where there is this sense of having an intellectual conversation that is not only stimulating, but it's showing some sense here of resolution and trying to kind of bridge the gap of whatever misunderstanding or whatever flickering of passion may feel a little bit kind of like it's kind of not as strong. Well, how do we make it strong, right? How do we heal past the past, arguments or tension, especially with the fact that Mercury is going to go retrograde on November 6th. So there may be here an added sense of pressure. So it's like both of you need to take a look and talk about, well, what's the story here? What are your perceptions? What is the resolution? How are we going to work together? How can we continue to unfold our story, our love story? What are some things that we can do together as a couple to show that, listen, this is my love language, but I understand that this other thing is your love language. What can I do to show you that I'm still in this, uh, connection here, very committed to the connection? Okay. So again, King of Swords, there's a maturity in regards to the way you're seeing or perceiving something. And there's the intellectual intelligence. You're smart. Both of you are smart here. So you're going to figure something out in order to move past any potential obstacles or planetary shifts here, the feeling of that Mercury in retrograde. That being said, Sagittarius, I hope these messages have been insightful. Drop a rose in the comment section to let me know if these messages have resonated for you and your partner. That being said, take care, intuitive friends, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Bye-bye.